Hello and welcome to this video about the 2020-2021 tryouts for Palatka High School girls soccer. In this video tonight, the coaches are going to introduce themselves and our captains for the upcoming year. We're going to talk about the dates and procedures for tryouts. We are going to talk about the commitment requirements if you choose to play soccer for PHS girls soccer this year, and the expectations that we hold our players to. We're going to give you some tips on how to make the team if you decide to try out, and then we're going to finish up with some information about a fundraiser that we're doing with the Soccer Boosters to defray some of the costs of our program. This is a leadership team for the Panthers this year. I am head coach Chad Schrack, and I have two assistant coaches, Coach Samantha Story, who is the varsity assistant coach, and Coach Rachel Barber, who is the junior varsity head coach. We have three captains this year who we involve in the leadership of the team. Those captains this year are Christina Bays, Savannah Contreras, and Josie Bohannon. Again, my name is Chad Schrack, and this is my third year as head coach for Palatka girls soccer. I am a licensed and certified coach through the United Soccer Coaches Association and through the United States Soccer Federation, and I am an accredited coach through the National Association of High School Federations. My goal is to build a soccer culture here at Palatka High School and to help our student athletes develop and succeed on the pitch, in the classroom, and in life.
Hi, I'm Samantha Story. I go by Coach Mamp or Mampy. I'm a 4-year alumna of the varsity soccer team, and I'm in my third year as assistant coach.
Hi, I'm Coach Barber, and soccer has always been a passion of mine, whether it be as a player or a coach. I have a master's degree in kinesiology with an emphasis in coaching. I've been coaching since the age of 12 and have coached at almost every level. My background is in athletic training, and one of my main goals as a coach is the well-being of our girls and the prevention of injury. I currently work as a guidance counselor at PHS, and this will be my third year with the PHS girls soccer team. This year's captains are Christina Bass, Savannah Contreras, and Josie Bohannon. All three girls are seniors this year, and they each bring their own unique values and leadership skills to the team. Over the course of the last 3 years, we have watched these players overcome challenges while remaining positive and respectful.
This year's tryouts will be held on Monday, October 19th from 6 to 9 p.m. and Tuesday, October 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. You can expect the team roster to be posted either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. There will be a parent meeting on Thursday, October 22nd at 6 p.m. This meeting is mandatory for the parents or guardians of all Palatka High School soccer players. Before tryouts, please submit a completed tryout packet available from Coach Barber at PHS and Coach Tryouts at QI Roberts. This packet will include a cover page, your Panther Life athletic policy signature sheet, a pre-participation physical evaluation. Physicals can be done by your primary care provider or at any urgent care clinic. You must also receive athletic clearance by visiting this website and fill out our online form for tryout participation, which can be found here. If you do not have the required documentation, you will not be allowed to try out. Please turn this information in to Coach Barber at PHS or Coach Tryouts at QI Roberts. We want to provide ample opportunity for prospective players to showcase their talent and earn a spot on the team. Any time spent gathering paperwork takes away from that, so please take care of this in advance.
If after tryouts you are selected and you choose to become a member of this team, you're going to need to make a commitment to the team. That commitment is basically going to be 5 days a week from early November until mid to late February. We have 2 weeks after tryouts before games begin, and after that we will play anywhere from 2 to 4 games per week. Most weeks are 3 games, and we'll have up to 25 games through the season. On nights that we do not have games, we'll be having practices, so it'll basically be 5 days a week. We'll also schedule several events during the season outside of practice and outside of games for the purposes of team building. Rosters are chosen. We have about 2.5 weeks before our first game. As a result, we need to start our technical and tactical training as soon as possible. Because of this, players are required to come into the training in game condition because we won't have any time to dedicate solely to conditioning. Remember that when you decide to join this team, you're making a commitment to the team, to the coaches, and to your teammates. You'll be expected to attend all practices and all games unless excused by your coach, and this includes both junior varsity and varsity games. As a part of this team, you will be expected to give 100% effort and 100% focus at all practices and games. Remember, everything you do affects your performance, and your performance affects the team's performance.
As a member of the PHS girls soccer team, you are still a student first and an athlete second. You are expected to always do your best in the classroom and maintain a minimum grade of a C in all classes. We will be doing grade checks again this year every week, so start seeking help now before it becomes a problem. Not only do you represent yourself and family, you also represent Placa High School in all that you do. We as a program do not accept discipline referrals. You are expected to show good sportsmanship to all parties, which includes teammates, opponents, fans, and officials. It is also expected that you clean up after yourself and others on the sideline, bus, and bleachers. We leave it looking better than we found it.
So what's the best way to make the team? The number one way, get in shape. And there's still time until tryouts. We play a very fast-paced, aggressive style of soccer with a high press. Our defenders get involved in the attack, and our forwards are expected to defend. Can you play a full 80-minute game at game speed? Do you have the top speed to do a breakaway run? Do you have the acceleration to close in on a defender? Can you jump to play balls in the air? And can you be physical in making a tackle? These are the things that we'll be looking for at tryouts. There's still time to work on your conditioning. We have open preseason conditioning sessions every Monday through Thursday from 5 to 6:30 in the weight room. The other way to improve your chances of making the team is to have good technical skills. And the only way to improve your technical skills is to practice with a soccer ball. You should get touches on the soccer ball every single day. Practice and repetition are the key words here. You should be able to dribble the ball using all the surfaces of your foot, the inside, the outside, the laces, the sole. You should be able to dribble at speed and be able to keep the ball close to the body. It's not just kicking the ball and running after it. You should be able to pass and receive a ball at pace. And you can either do this with a partner, just go out in the yard and pass the ball back and forth, or you can use a wall as your partner. Kick the ball into the wall and then receive it when it comes back to you. Also get in the habit of trying to juggle the ball. The important thing here is to be comfortable with the ball at your feet. It should be second nature. And the only way for that to happen is practice, practice, practice. Repetitions, get the touches on the ball, and eventually it'll become second nature to have that ball at your feet. The key is for you to come into practice in good physical shape and the technical skills to be able to play soccer at a high level.
As a coaching staff, this is one thing we cannot stress enough. Your performance as an athlete starts with your nutrition. Start eating right now and begin to break those bad habits before the season starts. As Coach Shyrock likes to say, you're a Ferrari and not a Ford. Food needs to be thought of as fuel. Are you providing your body with enough, and are you providing it with the best quality fuel or junk? Staying hydrated is also important. Hydration must start days in advance. Just like eating right, drinking water also needs to become a habit. Eating a pack of crackers and drinking a soda on game day not only will affect you, but also your team as well.
This year, we are again going to create a soccer media guide, which will be distributed at all home games. The media guide is intended to showcase our program and highlight our student athletes alongside the businesses and individuals that support us. You should have seen a letter floating around that was written to potential sponsors. Hopefully you're making contact and sending them my way so that I can close the deal and get their ads ready for the media guide. If you haven't seen that letter, I'm going to read a quick excerpt now that highlights the different sponsorship levels that we have available for this season. Diamond is our highest sponsorship level, reserved for the biggest Panther fans. With a $1,000 investment, we will hang 2 of your banners at the Panther Pit. You will receive a full-page color ad in the media guide and 2 athletic passes good for all home, regular season athletic events for PHS Sports. We will help you advertise by doing frequent shout-outs on social media and from the press box during both boys and girls home games. For $500, Platinum sponsors will receive a half-page color ad in the media guide, 1 athletic pass for PHS sporting events, and frequent shout-outs from the press box and on social media, reaching thousands in our fan base. You can further advertise by hanging 1 banner at the stadium to be seen by local fans and visitors. A $300 gold level sponsorship includes a business card-sized media guide advertisement, ads on social media reaching thousands of local supporters, and acknowledgments from the press box during games. Blue level sponsorships are available for $100 and include a listing on the sponsors page of our media guide, as well as acknowledgments on social media and from the press box. If anyone has questions or needs more information, they're welcome to contact me. My email is samantha.story1996@gmail.com. Each player is responsible for finding the equivalent of a gold sponsorship. This will cover the cost of uniforms so that you aren't forced to pay out of pocket for those. Covering cost is just one part of this. We also want to build connections and meet community leaders as a part of our effort to build a soccer culture in Palatka. Sponsor checks, information, and ads need to be received no later than the Friday after tryouts so that media guides can go to print the following week and be ready for distribution at our first home game. I'm happy to do the legwork as far as picking up checks and creating the ads, but I need your help in making initial contact with businesses. Maybe you have a family friend that owns a business, or the company that your parents work for would be interested in sponsoring. Just send them my way and I'll take care of the rest. On this next slide, we have an example of what a couple pages of the media guide may look like. It gives you ideas on who to reach out to for sponsorships, whether that's your doctor's office, your dentist, your favorite restaurants, any retail stores. Anyone that's interested in putting an ad in our media guide, just have them contact me. We'll also include the schedules for both our boys and girls teams. We'll have team photos, individual photos. We'll do a highlight of our booster club board and our coaching staff. We have some exciting things lined up for the cover this year. So if you guys help me get these ads in, we'll put this thing together and hope to make it really special.